Hello there. We're here to investigate pretty much Soul Eater releases. This isn't everything because I don't have the DVD versions of the Meister and Weapons collection, but I was asked to look closer into them. And I figured while we're doing that, it probably makes a lot of sense to take a look at the original four-part release of Soul Eater, which is what I do have. And actually, I think it's pretty good. Now, I was asked to show specifically the weapon, but why don't we talk a little more closely about the Blu-ray releases. First of all, we have the Meister collection here, and it's basically, you may think it's just a clever name, but I thought it was actually pretty well done. In the case of the Blu-ray release, we have 3 discs, and as you can see, it has the 3 main Meisters of the series. The graphic on the inside of the Blu-ray is kind of tricky to see, but pretty cool. Let's see. Putting all this back together isn't necessarily quick, but so the thing that's really interesting about that, about its setup. I mean, you've got the Meister collection, and you've got the 3 discs with the 3 main characters. So, unsurprisingly, the weapon collection actually has all of those characters' partners, their weapons. So the thing that's really interesting about this is obviously not a picture of everybody's weapons, which may be the weakest thing about this Blu-ray. But when you start looking at the DVD version, it actually does make me a bit curious about the DVD versions of the Weapon and Meister collections. So why don't we very quickly pick up the first DVD. As you can see, on the front we've got Maka and Soul. The cases are Maka and Soul themed, and the DVDs actually look exactly the same as the Maka and Soul ones in the Blu-ray version. Just the thing is, though, that this was the first 13 episodes, so these are 2 consecutive discs. But in these ones, Maka is in the first one, Soul is in the second one. The reason that's kind of interesting is because the DVDs tend to have themes for their menus that are exactly the same as the discs themselves, I think. I probably should have double-checked that since I was double-checking so much other stuff. But oh well. I guess I started recording. Shouldn't go back on that. As you can see, this is, as expected, the same. And part 3. You've got Death the Kid and I don't remember their names. But up to this point, everything's the same. You know, in terms of, we've got the 6 discs in here, and they have the 3 Meisters and then their 3 weapons, except they're all paired together. And then the 4th disc, you know, you'd think it has a theme of all of them together, and only the case does. The insides are these 2. Names I cannot remember, unfortunately. So, let's start hypothesizing what the DVD versions of the Meister collection and Weapon collections actually would be like. My immediate guess would have been just basically the first parts 1 and parts 2, just these 4 discs repackaged. Amazon kind of supports that idea that it is just 4 repackaged discs. And then the weapon would be these repackaged discs. But if that's what they did, then it would mean that the DVD menus of the Meister collection would have a random collection of Meisters and weapons, as with the Weapon collection. So that would make me wonder if maybe Funimation wanted to do something different with the Meister and Weapons collections, but then the other thing to realize is there isn't a whole lot of incentive for them to do anything new there other than to have something that's Meisters and the other thing that's Weapons. The reason I say that is because taking a look through the extras on the Blu-rays, they contain the exact same extras throughout the entire DVD series. The same clean openings and closings, episode commentary for the same 4 episodes, and what was it? Soul Eater Late Show. Although in the case of the parts, they're on each of the second discs, and for the 13 episodes in each of those parts, the Soul Eater Late Shows are just on the last discs of the Blu-rays with the trailers and the clean openings and closings, and they just contain 26 episodes each. Well, this one's 25, but so it's very interesting because while at the same time I could think that Funimation probably took the simple way and just repackaged these discs, the appeal of this sort of collection, it's just kind of neat how it's all organized together in that way. It would make me wonder if Funimation tried to do something with the DVD versions of the Weapon and Meister collections. Unfortunately, I don't have any incentive to actually go out and confirm that, so I'll just take that as is and leave it at these. I guess the only other thing to mention is Funimation is smart about their episode commentary. Now, each part has a commentary for a different episode. All of those are located on these discs as well. They made sure the episode commentary was always on the same disc as the episode. So in each of these, they're on like a random disc 1 or disc 2. But for these, it seems even more random, I guess, because like I think disc 2 of the Meister collection didn't have any extras at all, but I think every single disc in the Weapon collection did. I probably could have taken a closer note of that, but oh well. Anyways, that's pretty much what all the Soul Eater releases are like, especially the Meister and Weapon collections. I have to say, that's a very interesting release. Not quite sure if the anime itself is something that screams needs Blu-ray, but at a minimum, it looked nice.